Hey everybody, it's Bro Plata. Today is Monday, April 19th, the year of our Lord 2021. We weren't here Saturday for some reason. I'm Tim. That's Ray, who finally decided to grace us with his presence. So Friday night, I got on the MMA Holes stream. Shout out to them again. We're on their network, the MMAholes.com. Got on their stream and started, shooting some messages in the chat, and they were cool enough to shout us out. And I told them, hey, we're going to be live Saturday at 4. And they're like, hey, everybody, 300 people we have on our chat. They're going to be live Saturday at 4 Eastern. Check them out. So it was all primed and ready to go. Like I said, we already had somebody in the chat waiting for us to go. But who decided they wanted to nap through the whole damn thing? Was it me? No. And maybe beforehand you'd be like, if anyone was going to sleep through this show, it probably would be Tim. And you know what? That's true, but it hasn't happened yet. Hasn't happened yet, damn it. Although I did have to set my alarm for like half an hour before the show started. But then I said it, all right? I took a nap before. I take a nap before all the time. But somebody was too damn good for you people out there in the live stream and had to sleep through the whole thing. Was it worth it, Ray? Was it worth it?
Actually, no. To be honest with you, I had set an alarm. I had worked on Saturday because right now the job that I have mandatory Saturdays until like October. So that's fun. Got off work early. Great day. Got off early. A bunch of my stops canceled on me. I'm fine with it. I can go home early after doing my shit. What happens is I then take what I think is going to be hour and a half nap, Tim. Hour and a half nap. Sleep through my fucking alarm. Sleep through my goddamn alarm. I woke up at 6:15. I had to do a show in an hour and 45 from then, which we'll get into that show. I don't
care. I don't give a shit about your show. I'll give a shit about the show that you missed. You didn't miss a comedy show, didn't miss a stand-up show, but no, you missed fucking Bro Plata. We're not good enough for you here. Me and my gaggle of bobbleheads and things, we're not good enough for you. Like I said, this is a lesson for all you kids out there. I put effort in to do extra promotion with the thanks to the MMA Holes, but I stayed on the chat for like over an hour while they were watching Bellator. I was in on it, boom, 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 bunch of stuff, and they were really cool and shouted us out. And then you pull this. So, moral of the story, kids, don't try. It's not worth it. It's not worth trying because somebody fucks you every time, especially if you work with Ray High.
The fucking was not intentional. It was a Cosby-esque fucking. Well, no, his was intentional.
I'm gonna say, I think you got that completely wrong there, Ray. I think that was completely intentional.
It's the drunk girl at the party.
Cosby's not the drunk girl at the party.
I was.
Are we trying to call me the Cosby in this situation? I'm not the one to put you to sleep. You put yourself.
No,
I
Cosby myself. I Cosby myself. I smoked.
When I do it, it's called a Cardi B because when I do it, somehow it's cute and you can get away with it. So it's weird because I've been thinking about that lately, right? Like I think when I saw her on the Grammys or whatever, I'm like, why do we just kind of forget about this shit? Like if that's a dude, they would not forget it, but that's not okay. Like if like a male stripper was like, dosing old ladies and stealing their money, like that would not be okay. We would not be giving that to Grammys right now.
And I will say, though, I loved her performance at the Grammys because I could just see a lot of like my super, super conservative, like religious people I know just going, oh, why is this on the Grammys? And I'm like, this is exactly what I want the Grammys to be. It's just a big masturbatory aid for the industry. That's all it really is. It's an ego stroke. Let them stroke their egos and have
funny
fun.
When people complain about music because we act like that's been a new thing. It's never been a new thing. That's been happening forever.
And
right? It's happened with pop music and rock and roll. Back when rock and roll was the devil, right? And somehow Buddy Holly was corrupting youth somehow. Yeah, like that. It's been happening forever.
WAP is an objectively funny song. Like it has very funny lines. I like it.
Park that Big Mac truck in my little garage. That's funny.
Swipe your nose like a credit card.
That's funny too. You're right. It's funny. And I think it's more funny than anything else. I don't get any other reactions from it. Other people might, but I just think it's funny.
there was a guy that I actually one of the guys that I went to 2 UFCs with, and I used to go over to his house all the time for stuff until he bought the Khabib Nurmagomedov hat. Because who's gonna fucking wear that for 100? I just looked at hats on UFC.com because I wanted to get one, and I saw that hat, and it's $165 fucking dollars. Go fuck yourself, whoever made that by hand.
200 subscribers. 200 subscribers. I'll buy that hat.
Oh, and I'll burn it for 300. I'll burn it for 300 and put extra fucking kerosene on top of it.
But it's my hat. You can't do that. You don't want to do that, Ray. You don't want to get. Basically, what you're saying is you would have vandalized me. You would have taken something that I own and then light it on fire. You don't want to do that because one of two things will happen. One, I call the cops on you, Ray. Or two, I'll get you back tenfold. You don't want that. You don't want me getting maniacal on you. All right?
No.
You don't want that. I don't have any ideas, but it probably, we'd wait 5 years down the line. It'd be one of those things you're always looking over your shoulder for me to get you back.
So I'd never miss a show because I wouldn't be sleeping. Always constantly one eye open.
Never sleeping. Right.
If you're just joining us, and we appreciate people just joining us, Tim was admonishing me for being a sleepy Sam on Saturday. I apologize for anybody missing that whole that show. If you're joining us via the MMA holes, leave a comment down below letting us know so we can see our supporters and the people that found us on the MMA holes. That way we can feel justified in doing this show every goddamn time we can, and when our sleep schedules sync up, that's usually when we have to do it.
You know what? We both nap a lot, so I actually think that our cycles are about syncing up.
Probably.
So,
I don't let anyone know what. Don't let anyone know what, sir. That I fell asleep like a jagoff. Of course I.
No, there's a reason why we didn't have a show. Thank you.
There we are. We got one.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why we didn't do the show Saturday. Like I said, I was on the chat Friday telling everybody they were cool enough to shout us out, telling everybody we were going to be live at 4 Eastern on Saturday, and somebody didn't show up. I almost thought about trying to figure out how to do it myself, but I really didn't want to either. Like, what am I getting? I mean, if there was a lot of people on the chat that could handle it, or if I had a producer with me, like if we had Harrison, I could handle it. But yeah. It's not the thing.
I was chasing. I was very mad at myself for missing that show. I never miss a show. Usually I'm the one setting up. I'm usually here doing all I will definitely sleep with one eye open, D-Rest. I will definitely.
Yeah, he's going to have to.
Where the hell were you?
Number one, I'm already going to get him.
I like Two-Man. He's fun. I was actually passed out high because I'd worked that morning. I was gonna be a good boy and be well rested for the show.
Right, you knew you were going to be working before the show beforehand, so it's not an excuse. You already knew this.
But I was tired. I had one of those like weird where you wake up and you feel
How
like
did you sleep through your alarm? You need a new alarm. You need a new alarm.
My alarm is, believe it or not, what's it called? Remember when you'd play Sonic the Hedgehog and you'd be underwater and Sonic was drowning? I have the Sonic drowning noise as my alarm, so I wake up to that every morning.
Yeah, geez, how did that like wake you up like triggered? Like, I think everyone of like a certain age hears that sound and freaks the hell out. Like, I think if you played that in like a Walmart or something, you see every millennial just like stop in their place and just going, "What is what the hell is happening?" Yeah, it's a scary noise.
You grab a hold of the in-store microphone and just fuck up everybody's day.
I think so.
That would be hilarious.
Obviously, you need a new alarm. We'll take suggestions for Ray's new alarm.
It was either that or it was Agatha all along from WandaVision.
You need like some Lamb of God or something that's going to wake you up.
Whatever Zedge has. I mean, that's usually where I go.
Something that will wake you up and make you want to mosh.
Oh man, the Pogues would definitely do that for me. But there's like only Fairy Tale in New York, and that's a soothing song.
Okay, whatever.
It's sad. I wish they had more. They don't have that many more. I want to talk about this. We'll talk about this in a little bit, but two man, yeah, we'll discuss that.
We can get to it now. Let's get to it. Fuck it.
So Jake Paul, Ohio's own Westlake.
Wait, what's that crackling? Is that on your end? I hear crackling. Am I the only one?
Probably is it my end?
I think
That might be.
Paused my microphone and I stopped hearing it. I don't.
Oh God, no!
sure.
That would give me bad. That would give me good dreams, Casey. Like
Yeah,
that would definitely.
That wouldn't wake him up. I could make him comatose forever.
It would. I'd just wake up in my boxer shorts are like cardboard.
Yeah, he's not going to wake up from that fantasy world he's in that case. No, we don't want that. Maybe like a dude moaning. That'd be fun. Anyway, so yeah, Ben Askren, Jake Paul. Ben Askren knocked out. Jake Paul knocked out Ben Askren. Ben Askren's not knocking out anybody.
No.
It's a bummer, man. Honestly, I did not think it was going to happen. I'm like, dude, even if he can't box, he's too tough. This is a person. He's had so many fights. Yes, it's not boxing. I really didn't think it was going to matter that much. I didn't think it was going to matter that much at all. That he wasn't much of a boxer. I didn't think it was going to matter because I didn't think Jake Paul was going to outclass him in any way. I didn't think he was going to knock him out. I think this Ben Askren has been fighting so many tough people, and yeah, he has to do it without his number one weapon. But I thought he was going to beat him up. I thought it was still going to be boring, but I thought he was going to beat him up. Yes, absolutely.
You have more. That's like somebody having faith in Habib's hands. Like it's not. Yeah, it is. He's a wrestler.
Every freaking time. Why? Okay.
Wrestlers don't have good hands. You get the anomalies.
Habib's
but Ben Askren and Habib are basically the same person.
They're not at all.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. Dude, listen. Habib would have crushed Ben Askren. Think about it the other day. I mean, at one point there may have been a question to that, but he got out grappled by Damian Maia, so I don't think there's any shot at all. If that was a fight, I'd like to see it, but not anymore. Anyway, Askren, man, he looks like he's never been in any fight ever when he was fighting that fight. He looks so bad. But good for Jake Paul. He called him out. He did what he's going to do. Again, now his 3-0 record is a YouTuber, basketball player, and a wrestler. Good job, buddy. All right. Well, he's MMA. We'll call him MMA champion. Give him credit. But I will say this, Ray. I was thinking this. We talked about before how promoters and managers in boxing build their fighters up different than MMA, right? You said like a 15-6 record in MMA. That's a solid record, right? That's some good. 15-6, pretty good. 15-6 in boxing is not very good. 15-6 in boxing is like, you suck, bro. Because you probably fight a lot of tomato cans, and in that case, you probably lost to a bunch of them, right? And that's how. Some people do that in MMA too. But boxing, that's kind of the thing. If you have a guy you think's going to be the man, then you don't you try to build him up, right? You don't want to throw him into the fire right away. So what I was going to say is, I don't know how many managers, if they had a guy who was 2-0, would put them up against Ben Askren. Before we saw Ben Askren box, now that we saw him box, it's different. But just think, like, what would I risk putting this guy up against my 2-0 guy who I'm trying to build up against an MMA champion? Like, what am I going to win there? Why would I do that? So I'm thinking, I don't think a lot of 2-0 guys, if they had the purse, they'd fight anybody. But I'm just saying objectively, like, I don't think a lot of managers would put the 2-0 guy up against a world champion MMA guy, just in case, just in case he does have some hands we didn't know about. I don't think they would fight him. So I give him that credit. Like, it's still a tough fight for a 2-0 guy. But now he's going to fight a boxer. And if he doesn't fight a boxer, then fuck him. I don't want him to fight Dylan Dennis. At least not in boxing. If you want to call out these guys, fight them in MMA. If you want to say you're tougher than a guy, listen, okay, I know I'm rambling on, but these are good points, Ray. Okay, that's like, let's say there's a golfer that's a fantastic golfer. They say that he has like the best short game in golf, right? He's not a great driver, but he wins on his chipping and his putting, right? He doesn't hit the ball far, but he gets up. He has a great chip game, great putt game. And you talk shit to that guy and say, hey, I could beat you in a long drive contest. That's what it is. Yeah. That's what it is. And look, that's not really that surprising because that guy has a shitty drive. His game, he's a great golfer, but because of the chipping and the putting, not the fucking driving. So that's not a big deal. So that's what he's doing to these people. So this is the thing. And I know it's fun and he makes money. So hey, I'm all for that. Money's money. You can make the money, fine, go for it. But I mean, listen, this is the only way some people are watching boxing, and it's true. He needs to fight a boxer. And he has some hands, so he needs to fight. I think he needs to fight a guy who has the kind of record that he has. Maybe a guy who's 1-1 or 2-1, something like that. but also can talk some shit. And I'm sure there's plenty of guys like that. Actually, you know, he's pretty decent. Although I just said I don't want an MMA fighter. This guy's barely an MMA fighter. Mike Jackson.
That would be good.
Mike Jackson talks a lot of shit. He's a kickboxer.
Well,
they can make that interesting. Well, I want them both to lose. Well, that's not true. I don't hate Jake Paul. I think what he's doing is kind of hilarious. The only thing I don't like about it, at first I liked it because it's funny, it's hilarious, it's fun. The one thing I don't like.
Apparently, D-Rest is getting cocky in the comments. I can beat anyone in a bottle cap flipping contest. Can you? Are you going to use the thing you used?
You're not getting on Instagram and calling Ben Askren a pussy because he can't beat you in a bottle flipping contest. Like,
this is true.
Right? But go ahead.
No, whatever I want. Finish your thought if you think it's.
I don't remember now.
Okay. I watched the full fight because I get into the deep waters in the YouTubes all the time, so I can find those kind of like crazy shit. Flinging, he means, or not flipping. Okay, sorry. You can move your fingers really well.
Same thing I said before stands, just flinging instead of flipping.
But this was I was actually listening to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts on Sirius XM this morning, and they had Matt Serra and one of the guys from American Ninja Warrior. I can't remember his name. He's one of the announcers, and they were talking about that fight. And D-Rest brought something up that I put up on the thing, and I'll put it up again. It was a strange stoppage for me. I think like it was too kind of quick. Ben looked like he could at least take one more. It is boxing. I'm kind of okay for a Dooku Kim moment at this point. But it's,
you mean you're okay to not to have one.
I mean, at this point, to make boxing more interesting,
dude, he took one step forward and fell into the ref, man. I think he
stumbled.
You're not going to let. Could he take another shot? Sure, but this is boxing, not MMA. Things work differently, right? If you get a guy up and then he's stumbling, you can't let him keep going, right? That's just how things work, right? If he got hit and he gets up, falls down, gets up, and stumbles in MMA, you can go a little longer. But it's a different sport. But this guy, he looks like a guy who's been there a long time because he's an older gentleman. I'm sure he had a lot of fights, probably a lot of fights that worked freak shows. Like this, but okay, Fat Meals. And he had this like weird, the strap camera he had on. It looked like he had like a male bra on from the outside. This weird camera they made him put on, like under his tits and around his shoulders. It was weird. But I think he did a good job, man. Like, he stumbled into him, and it just would have been uglier, which it was bad enough to begin with. So, hey, I saw it. Luckily, I didn't buy it. I thought about it.
Yeah. I wasn't going to pay $50 for that.
Is that crackling you, man? That's gonna drive me insane.
Is that me? Hold on. Let me unplug my microphone and then plug it back in.
All right, you do that. So yeah, my main thing is Jake Paul's gonna talk shit about people. Talk shit about them in their sport. You want to call MMA fighters? Say you'll fight him in MMA. Let Ben Askren fight you in MMA. We know what happened there. I mean, he's retired. He's never gonna fight again in any kind of fight. But we know what would happen. He smother him and choke him out in 10 seconds. Probably. You back? You there? Can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear you, buddy. I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Click the thing. What we got? Difficult. There we go. There you are. I can hear you.
And I think the crackling actually might be you, FYI.
Well, I don't hear it now.
But okay. Well, then I fixed it.
Well, now you're going through your camera mic again now.
Am I? Yeah. Fuck you guys. Fuck yeah. We need it.
Me? Really? I show up on time. I'm in my brown chair when it's time to go.
I was here before.
Now I can't hear you again.
How about now?
I got you. I can hear you.
I was ready to go on Saturday, but sleep, I guess. The Sandman decided to put it in.
Then you're not. That's not you ready to go if you're asleep. You can't. All right. Well, did you watch any of those other boxing matches on the card? I didn't. So
I did not. I wanted though to your question though about from a manager's perspective, would you have like a guy if it was a legit boxer? Yeah, but Jake Paul at this point is more of a sideshow act. He is almost like those guys back in the day that would like they would wrestle people in carnivals and shit. Like to me, Jake Paul is a carny, and from Westlake, that's kind of not a stretch, but it's one of those things where like at this point with Jake Paul, I don't care who he fights. If he keeps winning, good for him. I more had a problem with whoever during his fight decided to just yell, "I'm coming," on the commentary. I don't even know who said it, but whoever said
Davidson?
it. Was it Pete Davidson? Okay. If it was Pete Davidson, I can understand because he's a comic. That's fine. He's trying to be funny and it bombed.
Pete Davidson stuff, sure. Oscar De La Hoya was apparently hammered the whole time, which is hilarious. Yeah. That's awesome. That's the only way I ever want Oscar De La Hoya, because he does the most fun things when he's hammered, right? Shouting weird shit, being terrible announcing, slurring words, also dressing in his heels and his fishnets, all that fun shit.
I was about to say, what kind of matching panty and bra set do you think he had on during that whole fight?
Hey, more power to him, man. Whatever. Hey, you know what? That guy's won enough fights in his life that you can wear whatever the fuck he wants and still have my respect. As far as that goes, as a fighter, as a promoter, not so much. He did a lot of shitty shit as a promoter. However, other shit, it's weird, but it's hilarious. Also, the crackling is on your end, but I'm just going to pretend like it's not happening.
Okay. It might be those StreamYard because I'm not hearing any crackling on my end.
Okay. I don't know if anyone else is or not, but I only heard it when.
Leave a comment.
Yeah, let us know if you hear popping from Ray's microphone. If not, all good. Even if you do, we're just going to keep going. Pretending like it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I have Tourette's and OCD, so it's going to bother me the most.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be fine. What are you doing? Okay. So
I'm hitting my lovely Michigan stuff. I took a trip yesterday to the state of.
How was Michigan?
It was good. Went to this one place that this one city that I go to that's like 2 hours outside of Toledo. It was fun, and then had some barbecue in Adrian, Michigan, and went home and left with some really good goodies. I love the fact that like I can drive 2.5 hours to go get stuff that I love so much, and that is marijuana.
You get pulled over with that shit in Ohio.
It's
probably not a whole lot, right?
Yeah, it's basically a slap on the wrist. Like I'm not intending to distribute, so
right.
It's for personal use, and if I have more than I should, okay. Sorry. No, actually, they're gummy worms, sir.
No. He's talking about the crackling in the microphone.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know who it is. It might be me. I don't know.
Yeah, Ray, you know what, man? We did it last episode without knowing. Just switch to your microphone on your camera.
All right. Darn.
We'll figure it out by next episode because it hasn't happened before. So we'll see.
No. Default.
Dun dun dun. So yeah, I ended up going to. I'm just gonna put the microphone away now. So that's the thing. But yeah, no, and spent a good amount of money, which was nice. It's nice to have a job again, sir. It's nice to have a job again.
Yeah, man. I see you've been buying that drip. You got your drip on today?
I do. Actually, it just came in the mail. I showed it to you. My Pride Fighting Championship hoodie just came in. And it's I love it. I spent like, I think $40 on this and then $75 for the jacket that I was wearing.
It's still crackling, so might as well just put your mic back in. It's doing the same thing.
Oh, god damn it, really?
Yeah.
Fuck StreamYard, guys. We need to find.
Well, we've been saying this for months, but yeah, we still pay them and we still use them because it's just easy. We like that it's easy. But yeah, the thing is we have enough issues with it that we should probably use something else.
We're gonna change over to something else here in the future. And yeah, I mean, again, it's I'm glad that I did that rather than buy the Jake Paul fight. Like, not gonna lie, spent the gas money and everything.
Yeah, what would you rather do? Get baked or watch a YouTuber box? I mean, I guess you could do both, but yeah, you should have spent the money.
Nah, it's I don't know. It's a weird. I'm sort of really baked now. So yay!
Well, that's not new. At least you stayed awake this damn time.
I know. So mad.
All right, so there's some fights. We'll start with the Bellator lightweight tournament, bro. Did you watch any of that?
I did not. I was too busy. What was I doing Friday?
Napping, probably. That's your thing.
Yeah, probably took a nap. I did see highlights from it. What was your takeaway from the lightweight tournament right now?
Well, I'm trying to look shit up right now, Ray. You can't
God
pretend like you watched it.
So
no, okay. What happened was Corey Anderson beat the hell out of this guy, Yaga Shmirda. Okay, hold on. I got this.
Yaga Shmirda. Oh, he got his black belt, by the way.
Yaga Murdoff. What?
Corey Anderson got his black belt.
I thought you were saying Yaga Smirnoff got his black belt. What?
What a maneuver!
In Soviet Russia, Anaconda choke you. Doris choke you. Okay, anyway.
Doris is my friend. He have big muscle.
Anyway, it was in the third round, Corey Anderson finished this dude with elbows and punches. He beat him up pretty much the whole fight, but he finished him in the third round. So good for Corey Anderson. Then there was then the champ, Nevkov, dude. This Nevkov dude's a beast. All right. He fought Phil Davis again. And beat Phil Davis again. He didn't finish him. It was a 5-round fight, and he because it was a title fight, and he won a decision. But Phil Davis is say what you will about Phil Davis, not being the world's most exciting fighter, but the dude's pretty tough, and he's never been finished. He's still never been finished, and Nemkov's a beast. So, yeah, that's fun. I think in a couple weeks here, maybe 2 weeks, the last quarterfinal of that is coming up, and that's going to be the fun one. It's going to be Romero and Rumble Johnson.
What do you for that fight? And Marty Drexler.
Hey, Marty.
Signing in. Sup, fellas? Nothing, buddy. It's that fight to me is very intriguing because you have just two animals going at it. Like, if you want to talk about like gorilla meets chimpanzee, you want to talk about lion versus tiger, bear versus moose. This is like a straight up stylistically bad matchup for Romero, in my opinion, because a lot of guys with power and speed can shut his lights off, and especially at light heavyweight, I think Anthony Johnson can definitely do that.
Didn't you pick Romero though? Man, I have to look back.
I can't remember. To be honest,
I'm almost guarantee we had this argument because I must have changed your mind because I'm pretty sure the first time I talked about it, you told me Romero was going to beat him, and I told you were crazy.
Because
I thought it might have been
because of the weight change.
He's figured out from doing this show 76 episodes now that he should just listen to me. My opinions are usually better.
After taking your betting advice, sir.
Listen, we talked about that. The only reason we did that is because we were trying to win big because we don't bet very often. I could have took a safe bet. We could have made like $8
we could have
on
done
betting
the 3,000 to 1 fucking bet that happened for Alex Martinez. I still fucking
the bet we took was even betting against Kamaru Usman was not as crazy as betting that Fluffy Hernandez was going to submit that guy. That was a whole lot crazier. You would have put me in a straitjacket if I would have suggested that to you. And anyway, and you should have because it's outrageous. But
I would have seen that if I saw the betting line. No.
Well, then whose fault is that? Yours.
Yeah, I know. That's the sad part.
But anyway, again, now you're
flip-flopping
because I have better opinions than you.
I've also had time to sit on it, think about the matchup. You never know. Anthony Johnson has knocked people's teeth out, sir. He's stumbled. He's one of the only guys besides John Jones to ever stumble DC at any point in his fighting career. And to be honest with you, how will Yoel perform at 205 is the next question.
He'll be fine. Now, these are both guys who a lot of times in their career have been fighting smaller than they probably should. I mean, Romero probably should have always been a lightweight. And I mean, 205 is good for Johnson. Dude, this guy could be competitive at heavyweight. He's a big dude. The fact that he ever made 170 is insane. Let's see. But now Bader is going to fight Corey Anderson next, and Nemkov is going to fight the winner of that fight. That's May 7th on Showtime. And then they haven't said the exact date yet, but the semifinals will be in July, and then October they're saying they're pushing for the final of that Grand Prix. Paul Daly won too, man. He was a pretty good fight. Remember Paul Daly is
still punching Josh Koscheck?
Yeah, say slapping Koscheck or whatever after the bell. I guess.
One of my favorite moments ever. I was at a Quaker Steak and Lube when that happened. And like you could just hear the whole bar erupt in a bullshit chant, like bullshit fucking like losing their minds and shit. It was fun. I like it. I miss those days, to be honest.
I saw Anderson Silva at a Quaker Steak and Lube once. I told you this, like in Sheffield.
Yeah.
Showed up randomly. No, the promotion paid him to be there. I wonder how much.
That's what I'm talking about. Like they just had him as like a person.
Yeah, just to be there. However, I don't really know if it would have helped any at all. I don't know. Well, the thing is, that's the thing when you have an all amateur card. You can spend money on something dumb because you're not paying your fighters. So there you go. Why not? But yeah, that's the Bellator. That should be fun too. Yeah, dude, Nemkov's a beast. I don't think listen, I mean, whoever wins the Anderson Romero fight, and I'm picking not Anderson, Rumble Johnson. I'm picking Johnson. Johnson Nemkov would be a fantastic fight. Or Romero Nemkov. Nemkov's a beast. Bader, although he did avenge his loss to Machida and beat Machida pretty handily the other day, I don't think he's going to beat Corey Anderson. Corey Anderson's a beast. Corey Anderson would still be top 5 and the UFC right now if he didn't leave. So, he got knocked out by Jan right before he left, but guess what? He knocked out Reyes and then he beat Izzy. So, Jan's a beast right now. So there's nothing wrong with that. And it had nothing to do with him leaving. It was, they got him over there. They poached him. They got him over there. So, did I say Quaker Steak? I may have. No. Quaker Steak and Lube.
I don't know what part D-Rest. I don't know where you're from, brother, but on like the eastern seaboard, like east side. No, it's a restaurant.
It's a wing place.
Yeah, they suck now. I'm not a fan of the last time I was there, like the wings really did suck. I'm like, the place used to be amazing. They had gigantic fucking wings. Oh, then that's more Western New York has them. I think, yeah. Oh, Staten Island represents, sir.
They can afford real estate in that area.
No. Fuck no. It's like a car themed restaurant. I mean, if you really want to describe it, they've got like license plates and shit.
Yeah, it's like a NASCAR BFW. Yeah, not BFW. Excuse me. BW3.
Yeah. They've got like NASCARs and shit like on lifts and certain ones, and it's a cool place. The food kind of has gone downhill in the last probably.
Dude, all those places, man. Like, what big chain? I mean, even BW3, their wings suck too. I don't think they're very good at all.
They're okay. They're serviceable.
I mean, they're awful, but they're just, there's better places. Or they go to some dive bar and get their wings and those chains.
There's
even though the cook's probably high on meth and you know what, whatever. It makes them.
Meth chicken is the best chicken, sir.
Meth chicken.
That's Beth's chicken.
Meth chicken.
Because I sound like Daffy Duck now. Well, no, that's also my meth teeth. It's just good.
No. It's her name is Beth, and her special recipe has methamphetamine, and the wings are called Bethamphetamines. Is the name of the food truck, and she only sells in like the shadiest parts of town, whatever.
Bethamphetamine wings for the person who really needs a get up and go.
And you had to ruin it with your like 1950s advertising.
It's fun.
Is it? I don't think it is, man. It's fun. I got my microchip shot today, the first one. That was fun. Did it in my car.
Feeling?
Fine.
Feeling good? I need to get mine, man.
I mean, now, for some reason I want to buy lots of Microsoft products for no apparent reason right now. I don't know why. I just gotta
It's that Gates Foundation money.
then shop Microsoft shit. I've always been a PlayStation guy, but I think I'm gonna go Xbox now. I don't know why. Just all of a sudden.
Son of a bitch.
They got me. They got me. The mind control of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation got me.
Wait. Hold on. I'm getting a call. I need to.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm getting a call.
All right. He's getting a call. Who is it? Somebody's calling. What do we got? That's Ray's face still. So what do we got? Oh, Ray's gone. Okay, wait. We got a phone call coming in. Hold on. I think maybe. I don't know. Technical difficulties again. I don't know if Ray said there's gonna be a call. You what? No, you know what? Geez, don't ask Ray to do his Howard Cosell impersonation because he will. Ray is like the king of like the C- impressions. He has barely passable but terrible impressions, and he'll do all day. Oh shoot! Damn, we have a phone call coming in. Here we go. Hi, Alex. How are you?
Tim, how you doing, buddy? Everything fine?
Yeah, dude. I'm solid, man. What's up? What's up with you?
I heard you took the death juice. I heard you had one of those mind control shots. Did you have that?
Yeah, dude, I did because I want to protect myself against the COVID, man. What's your problem with it, bro?
I'm eating my neighbors over here. Screw COVID. I'm eating my neighbors. All right, and you're taking
like literally.
Yeah, they taste good. I ended up seasoning them with a little bit of like stuff that I got from Rogan. It was weird. It was a horrible time. A lot of blood. Have you ever had to use circular saw to cut through bone?
Not recently.
Oh, okay, it's weird. But I told my neighbor that I was gonna eat his ass, and I lost a little control.
What does that to do with me getting the vaccine? What does that to do with
Bill and Melinda Gates are gonna make you do that. It's gonna make
me eat ass.
They're gonna make you eat ass.
Whose ass?
It's gonna be Bill's, and it's gonna be like 3 days without any kind of showering. Do you really want like?
So you're assuming that this is going to, so it's going to control my mind and make me eat Bill Gates' ass?
Yes.
Is that
he
it?
Does it with a remote control. I've seen it.
Does it also protect me from COVID? Because I think I can live with that, to be honest.
Really?
I think maybe. I don't know. I mean, listen, if it doesn't help with COVID, then no. But if it also helps with COVID, that's fine. But you know what? They gave me paperwork at the health department, and none of that. It didn't say a thing about Bill Gates on there, Alex. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I'm telling you, Bill Gates wants you
to
not have control over what you buy on the Xbox Game Pass. It's gonna get charged. Everything.
Thanks for calling in, buddy. As always, we love you.
Ray's way better. Coming back. FYI.
Yeah, we know you have a crush on Ray. It's fine. All right. Hopefully, Ray's back from his piss break. How do I put up with this shit? I don't know. I don't know why. Again, now that Ray's not here, I can tell all you guys that I'm looking for a new co-host. Anybody, throw your hat in the ring here. Hopefully Ray will come back from. Yeah, but anyway. Okay, sure. Alex Jones thinks we shouldn't be taking the vaccine. That's fine. If he wants to get COVID,
I really
Ray, you missed Alex again. You always miss him. It's so weird.
Yeah, we're never in the same room. I've always wanted to meet the man. I agree. Alex is an oracle. He is definitely an oracle. Of what? I have no idea, but he's an oracle of some descript. But no, yeah, too much beer, dude. Like it's been a weird day. So,
what's too much beer?
Missed Alex.
Take the piss? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then my dog had to go out, and I was listening to the show, and I'm like, I should just he's probably lonely, to be honest with you.
Okay, I was playing on the dog. All right, let's do Hero of the Week.
All right. Who, sir, do you have? And we need to do the sounder. Hold on. Let me get behind the microphone to make it look like I'm not doing anything. Hero of the Week.
That's worse than your Alex Jones impression. Anyway, not that we've ever heard it. All right, anyway. This pulling back the fucking. Well, you know what? The curtain's that fucking flimsy. You're not really pulling it back.
It fell before we went on air.
That's true. His literal curtain did fall before. Yeah.
Do you know what's sad? When I looked at it, like on the camera and everything, it looked like a Zoom background. Like it didn't look like an actual, like real room that I am in right now. And I'm like, I should have just kept it down and been like, my life's falling apart. Everybody, it's a good time.
Okay, so I actually kind of screwed this up a little bit because this is something that happened. I thought it happened last Monday, but it actually happened like a week ago yesterday. Doesn't matter. I can make up the rules of my own segment, so therefore I can give this person Hero of the Week this week. I can do it. I'm going to do it. First of all, honorable mention to my dude Shane Bieber, the Cleveland Indians. He struck out 10. He struck out 13 in the game yesterday in the win against Cincinnati, and he struck out at least 10 in his first 4 games, first 4 starts this year. The first person to do that since 1893, right? 1893, right? And back in 1893, you know, like the strike zone was as big as a house and the ball was made out of brick. So, yeah, I mean, this guy he may be the best. He's
they skinned a pig like right before the game in like a ceremony to make the ball, if I remember correctly, back in the 1800s.
I don't know. You broke up, but it sounds like you probably should have because I don't think we all wanted to hear that. Attempted a joke you tried to make. Anyway, let's keep going.
That I said they sacrificed a pig skin.
Oh, he's gonna retry it. He's gonna retry it. Go ahead.
It's a fun one.
That's a football, bro.
Whatever. Okay, horse. I don't care.
It's
whatever they make baseballs out of.
Cowhide. It's cowhide, bro.
Oh, is it cowhide? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I knew it was some kind of hide.
Got it. But anyway, Hero of the Week. What's her name? Hope Trotween. She's a softball pitcher at North Texas. You hear about this thing?
No.
Against Arkansas Pine Bluff. This girl threw a perfect game with 21 strikeouts. It's a 7-inning game in softball. Perfect game.
Wow.
You can't do any better than that. She struck out everybody in a perfect game. That's insane. That's nuts.
And especially fast pitch softball.
The greatest game in the history of softball, pitching wise. I'm sure maybe someone's done it in a smaller. I don't know. I doubt Arkansas Pine Bluff's a powerhouse. However, it doesn't really matter. If she did that against 12-year-olds, it would have been impressive. 21 strikeouts, just 21 in a row. All of them can't eat this shit. That's fantastic. I don't know. They give this girl an ESPY or something. I don't know. Whatever. Any kind of award she can win for this, she should. This was fantastic. This girl's Hero of the Week for sure. And probably a couple weeks after that could be. This is fantastic. She struck out everybody, Ray. Everybody. That's the most people you can strike out in a 7-inning perfect game. If it wasn't a perfect game, you could strike out more. But if it's a perfect game, you can only strike out 21. Anyway, struck out everybody. So, yeah, she's no video this week. Nothing crazy. It's just, look it up. She fucking kicked ass. It was amazing. She's better at what she does than anyone we know is good at whatever thing. I don't know, especially for one performance. No one has ever done that great at one thing. Maybe they have, but anyway, this is difficult. We haven't. We sure haven't. No. Like we're never gonna have like the equivalent of that as a podcast. Never. That's definitely impossible.
That's like 100 people, and
I don't even think. I don't even think we would have had the equivalent of us getting like a pitching win as a podcast yet. I think we're like 0-76 as a podcast.
No, I think we've picked up more saves.
Our ERA is like in the 9s. All right.
I think we've picked up some saves. I think if we were a pitcher right now, I think as a podcast, we would be that rookie that they bring in as a relief pitcher to start off with. Like he can give you 3 or 4 good innings, and then kind of take them out and get them used to the big time, especially being on such a website like the MMAholes.com. If you found us via the MMAholes.com, put it down below in the comment section. Help us grow because our comment section has been growing. We've gotten a lot more people commenting, which is oh my god, actually, dude!
It sounded sarcastic, but it's not really. It is a good thing. It's a good thing.
We appreciate everybody that's watching live right now.
We have a blast doing this nonsense. We really do. You know, I think if we were a pitcher, Ray, I think we would be Philip Umber. Mostly, for the most part, pretty terrible. Pretty terrible. Maybe like once you get some gem out of us by like basically accident. Right? Philip Umber had like an ERA of like 6, but he had one perfect game somehow. No, we're the Philip Umber of podcasters.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a bad Pirates pitcher that we've had.
Everyone, dude, I told you I looked at the roster because we have tickets to go to in June to go to the Indians Pirates game in PNC in Pittsburgh, which I'm very excited for. But I'm also going to Indians game Saturday when they play the Yankees. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Anyway, oh, by the way, we can't do the show Friday. We have to do it Thursday or something.
That's fine.
Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, I literally, I mean, I don't know everyone in baseball, but I usually know more than 5 players on a roster. I've heard of them. I've heard of 5 players on that roster. It's like Gregory Polanco and Friends is the Pittsburgh Pirates roster right now.
It's Gregory, sir. Get it right.
Or whatever.
Show respect.
How many more do you know than Polanco? He probably wasn't even sure he was still on the team.
Oh no, actually, I get my thing is I get updates. I don't really watch the games because I know there's like a 90% chance the Pirates are gonna blow it in like the 6th or 7th inning. Like I'm not stupid.
The game altogether.
I watched them build a 7-run lead over 2 innings and then give up like 4 runs in like the next inning, and I'm like, fucking Pirates. Every time I just look at the ESPN app now more like just to see if they win or lose. And if they lose, I go, okay, next game. If they win, I'm like, they fucking won. Sweet.
Yeah. Thanks to you, Ray, I was able to watch the Indians game Saturday in its entirety, and that ended fantastically terrible. They were in Cincinnati. They were in Cincinnati. They're up 2-1, bottom of the 9th, 2 outs, ground ball.
Oh, no, yeah.
I was Josh Naylor, and
when that was happening.
It's okay. I'm not talking or anything, Ray. It's fine.
Sorry.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. What I was saying was Josh Naylor pulled a Buckner and the ball went in between his legs. The runner got to second base, ended up scoring, and then they lost the game in extra innings. So yeah, I mean, and then the first 2 outs of the inning were also ground balls at first. He had no problem with those, but then the Buckner the third one. So all right. Moving on. Casey wants to know crunchy or creamy peanut butter. This is pretty easy for me.
Okay.
Easy. Crunchy, man. I take creamy. I'm a fan of the crunchy, man. I'm a peanut guy, so I like the chunks of peanut in there for sure.
See, me being white trash, like the white trash man that I am.
You couldn't afford peanut butter. Is that what you're gonna say? Or you only ate peanut butter?
Right. There were times where I ate a lot of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches as a kid. Yeah. I like it though, but I really don't have a preference. I'm one of those people. I'm one of those monsters that can like put smooth and then like some chunky in there as well and make like a dope sandwich where you're like, oh, some of it's really like thick and nice, and then
that's fine. But why do you have both? Like what happened in your life that you have both in your house? Like what happened? There was just some kind of roommate crossing signals. Something happened there. Something messed up.
No,
or you used their peanut butter and then forgot, oh, should I have my own peanut butter? Then like I don't know what happened there. You got mixed up.
No, just we had both growing up. Like there would be times where like my dad would bring home some chunky peanut butter from the store, or like my parents would buy that kind of stuff. We always bought like off-brand shit. Crunchy with honey actually sounds really good. That sounds tasty, sir. I want to try that sometime. But we just never like we had very undiscerning taste buds as a family. I would buy the same shit, or I would get the same shit at restaurants all the time, usually like the chopstick or a burger, which I still do to this day. I still eat boneless wings because it's just I'm a man child. So
that's boneless wing. That's a chicken nugget, bro. That's what it is.
I know.
Chicken nugget.
But like, yeah, I had multiple kind of tastes when it came to like peanut butter, and we would get like the peanut butter sometimes that had the jelly with it, like we would do that kind of shit. I liked it. But I love peanut butter in general. So
you're basically your palate just doesn't give a fuck. It doesn't.
I am Democrat when it comes to peanut butter. I try and go for both sides, but I know one side totally hates me.
Now you're hard leftist when it comes to eating bland foods.
I believe everybody should enjoy peanut butter, no matter what the flavor.
That's true. That's true. You know what? I think everyone should just have peanut butter delivered to them for free at all times, crunchy and creamy. What about like? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like, what's the certain foods I won't eat? Like, what's a food you won't like at all go for?
Olives.
Same.
Yeah,
not
I
at
know
all.
why. I fucking hate olives, man. And I like vodka. You know, if I want to do like a vodka martini, I'm like, yeah, just keep the damn olives out of that thing, man. I don't want to ruin my vodka with olives, man. There's don't. Now, 3 Olives is different, but that's just a brand. Yeah, but
That's
the point,
a
no
delicious
olives.
brand.
Dude, I mean, even if I have a salad and it has olives in it, even you pick the olives out, you know, that gross olive juice gets all over the lettuce and fucks everything up. Yeah, man, I can't stand them. I don't. Yeah,
Once
green ones and the black ones both terrible, man, for sure.
stimulus peanut butter and
Yeah, that's that's what they should have did for the stimulus. Just send everybody like a box of cereal.
it just says
Cream of
cereal.
wheat.
It's a no frill.
There you go. Just Kicks. Everybody gets a box of Kicks.
Ugh, I can't do olives on pizza. Like that's
Yeah, I can't do that shit either.
You're Casey. We love you. You've come back many times. We appreciate you. You're also named after one of my favorite TMNT characters, so I'm very happy about that. But olives are just gross, dude.
What about do you like, because we're talking about crunchy peanut butter, you like pulp in your orange juice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. I know some people think it's super gross, but I don't at all.
I that's another thing that I don't give a shit about. The only thing I care about is like milk. It has to be 2%. 2% or skim.
They
I'm
would
like
say no,
80 years old.
no pulp in your milk. They could say that. I'm like, yeah, I'd agree with that, I guess. Yeah, sure. I don't like chunky milk. Yeah, that's that. Really, just 2%. I mean, I usually drink 2%, but like if I'm at someone's house and or something, and I'm drinking their milk and they have whole milk, I'm just gonna I'll drink it, and I'm like, it's like me drinking regular Pepsi. It's like I give myself a treat. And yes, I'm like this, and I won't drink whole milk.
I think I'm lactose
Pepsi.
intolerant, to be honest with you.
Sure.
Like,
Sure.
no, I get gassy whenever I
can
eat
see you being
cream.
lactose
I love
racist.
ice
That
cream.
seems like something you would be. Okay.
Ugh, it would suck. Like if I found out I was lactose intolerant, I'd be like, "Fuck it, I'm still eating ice cream, dude." Like,
yeah, I think, man, cheese would be the problem with me, man.
I do well with cheese, though. I don't get any kind of weird thing to it. But
I thought
like,
we were just talking about if we were horribly lactose intolerant. That was the game we were playing.
no, because that would just mean rocketing like just juice out of the rectum, and that's not fun. That's not fun at all.
Why do you have to go there, man? Look, there's people we don't know what these people are doing. Maybe Casey's eating olives and pizza right now, and that's puking it all up because you had to go there. You had to go there with the.
Well, he just said milk fart, so I assume he's not eating or doing anything and helping the comedy pyramid. So that's a nice thing.
Maybe we should just quit this show. Maybe you had the right idea when you
We
slept.
have listeners. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we're just not good at it. We just,
we're amazing.
terrible at
We
it.
are we are the 8th greatest podcast on somebody's a podcast addict list. Or
Somebody's. Yeah, like
just one person.
That is. Yes, it's not mine. We're like 10 or 11 on mine.
It's some dude in like Yuma.
Sure. Why not?
I was eating crunchy peanut butter with honey. All right.
Why
all
not,
right,
dude?
I like it. Oh, that's man, when it came to foods, I was always as I've gotten older, I've kind of gotten into more stuff. Like I still won't eat mayo or mayonnaise on its own, like for dipping and shit. Like that's weird to me.
Wait, dipping? Who does like on its own? Who does that?
For if you have
mayonnaise? Who
if
dips
you have
shit
like
in
pickles
mayonnaise?
and stuff, or like fried pickles and stuff, would you you would dip them in like something, yeah, or would you just eat them?
Just mayo? But you're saying just mayo, not just mayo.
Somebody gets I know people get sides of mayo for dipping,
For dipping?
fries and shit. Yeah.
Oh, don't trust those people. Whoever's doing it, don't trust them. Don't trust them with anything. Don't even ride in their car with them. That's awful. No, mayonnaise is for fucking sandwiches, man. Or tuna fish. Anyway, but yeah, dip. No,
I
man.
can't do tuna fish.
You know, tuna fish.
It's the smell. It bothers me.
The things you've had your nose in your life, and it's tuna fish that bothers you.
I've had a few trouty people in my life. It's
Ray, you were not supposed to elaborate on that joke. You're supposed to let everybody fill it in for themselves, or else you were going to make it gross. And already you made it gross. You got to make them make it gross themselves. That's what you got to do. Damn it, Ray.
You lead in.
Eventually, by episode 8,000, we'll have this down, maybe.
Oh man!
However, I will say this: we're having a blast doing this podcast, even if no one cares. Honestly, we really do. Tuna fish or pickles? Yes, I'm with this guy. Relish too. I do. Yeah. Some good shit. Yeah, honestly, that has to be. Ray had to have some bad experiences in his life, and that's why he can't handle tuna fish.
No, yeah, probably. But here's
it reminds him of child support every time he smells it.
There was a point where we were on like some shit, but nothing like we pulled ourselves out pretty fast. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's funny how I eat like tuna or not tuna, like crab legs. I'll eat perch. I'll do all that kind of stuff, but like tuna fish just does not agree with me at all. The taste is off, and I don't like the smell of tuna. Although I do subscribe to the Kyle Kinane ideal of like sometimes you do eat a lot of things with the word rodeo in the title, so that's a lot of my stuff, like barbecue sauce, stuff that can just give me a nice little widowmaker heart attack. It's what I want. Clogging, that's what I want from my food.
I am gonna start a like a bagpipe Irish band of just fat people, call it Clogging Molly. Anyway, I wasn't paying attention to too much what you're saying because I was reading this. Because talking about the fights that are coming up this weekend, and we will a lot more. But Jessica Andrade says that she's looking to take down Valentina Shevchenko. I believe that's her weakness. Well, weakness I think is a strong word here, Ray. Weakness is a strong word. I mean, look what she did against Jennifer Maia. She took her down. She out-grappled Jennifer Maia that whole fight. Number one, however, that is her best bet, though. I think for sure that's absolutely her best bet. I mean,
I don't know.
You think her best? Listen, no. I'm asking you. Do you think it'd be a better bet for her to try to stand with her? Because I'm saying this is her best bet. Not that she's going to beat her. I say it's her best bet is to take her down and try to beat her there. I don't think she's any shot at all on the feet and more on the ground. Maybe not a ton, but more. Is that what you disagree with?
I do to a point. I think honestly, Jessica Andrade power wise can match Valentina Shevchenko. Power wise, if she gets
one of the dumber things you've ever said.
No, not really, because Valentina hurt.
No, you said a lot dumber stuff. You're right. It's not the dumbest.
I have. Trust me. Go back and listen to our old episodes.
Or this episode, probably. Yeah.
We lost the crazy pride lady probably for some things I said. But
yeah, we'll get there someday. Probably not.
Yeah, hopefully. To the people listening right now, bombard Lenny. What's her last name? I forgot her last name.
Mardt.
Lenny Hart. Bombard Lenny Hart with comments on her on her Instagram, Facebook.
Be nice about it, though. Be nice about it. She's a nice lady.
Come to the Bro Plata. Be nice. We're not asking for like thing.
Yeah, don't do that.
But leave a comment on anything she posts on Instagram saying, "Hey, do the Bro Plata," because we want to have her on.
Yeah, we had her. We talked about this before. We had her on, and then we got stood up. We figured what would happen. Well, her manager set it up, so I figured what happened is she made.
She gave me
got
the
a chance.
email.
She got a chance. I know, but she got a chance to listen to the podcast before she came on, and that's what happened. These guys don't have. No one's paying attention to these guys. These guys are nuts or something. It's probably mostly that no one was paying attention to us. That's probably mainly what it was.
Probably.
Honestly. I don't think us being nuts would really that crazy. But yeah, she stood us up. That's okay though. That's all right.
I want her on
by Mark Hunt, but that was kind of we could have had him though. We messed that one up. That was our fault.
Yeah, that was. I want to get Mr. Hunt on again. I'm soon here. That way we can like advertise it and get everything set up to where we can say, "Hey, Mark Hunt's coming on the show," and we actually did. I can show. I don't want to post the DMs, but
no, don't post the DMs. I'll just tell you what they said.
We had a correspondence.
He forgot, and then we got a hold of him. Then like an hour later, he's like, "Oh, I can do it now," but we were asleep because it's time difference and shit. And if you would have saw
this is another reason why I don't eat tuna. There's plastic in it, motherfucker. That fucks your inside.
How much plastic you probably consumed in your life anyway, right? It's fine.
Not much.
Probably filled with plastic, man. We're all kind of garbage inside of us.
I stuck a marble up my left nostril once when I was like 6.
I thought that was going somewhere completely different.
I'm gonna give you a tooth. I'm gonna give you a chip,
come
chips,
on.
and tooth
Come
on
on,
that
this
one,
guy.
sir. I
This guy.
appreciate golf
This
clap,
guy.
golf
This
clap
guy.
joke, golf clap, sir. Congratulations,
This guy.
Casey. But no, like I don't know. I see.
Hey, you know who has some good head kicks? Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt.
He does.
Kareem Hunt. Go
You know
Browns.
who doesn't? Mike Jackson. Yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
Mike Jackson.
Also, let's try to we need to get Mike Jackson on here because we pretty much already said it that we don't like him because of he talked crap about our dude Pat Miletich. So if we have him on the show, we have to back it up. We have to not, we can't be like, hey man, big fan. We have to say, okay, we can't lie to you. Like we already talked shit about you, so here we are talking shit about you to your face now because that's what we did. We did that first.
I
kind of hope we get him on the show now because so we have to do it. I actually think it'll be fun.
I would welcome.
I don't think we get too much hate for like hating on Mike Jackson. I don't think it's going to hurt us too much as an MMA podcast. What time is it, Ray?
It is. Oh, let me get the banner. It's the kitty time. Kitty time. It's kitty time. We got a kitty, and his name is Cookie. He was named after an Indian at the time.
We got to put you over here because if you lock on that, you'll log me off.
Trying to fuck everything up, sir.
Yep, it's okay.
God damn it. But we have kitty time. Yay, kitty time on the Bro Plata.
That was kitty time. Brought to you by no one because no one in the right mind will sponsor us.
I'm hoping one day we at least get.
Oh, no. Oh, Ray's gone. What did he do, man? Look, I thought I just had to pull my cat off the keyboard so that doesn't happen to me. And then Ray can go and does it himself. No, Carlos Carrasco is now with the Mets. I knew he was going to get traded anyway, but he's always being Indian at heart. I love the guy to death. He's still pitching with leukemia. Carlos Carrasco, my favorite Indian. I named the cat Cookie after Carlos Carrasco. The nickname Cookie came, I don't know, it's random. I don't, there's no good story around how I got the nickname Cookie. It's like somebody called him that in the clubhouse because he was eating a cookie and it stuck. Anyway, but he's the man. I love Carlos Carrasco, and good luck with him with the Mets. Just beat everybody with the Indians. So he'll be back someday, not as a player, but he'll be one of those guys that'll be around. Like Carlos Viagra's always around. I got a picture with him last time I saw him.
He's got a lot of plastic surgery, it looks like.
Carlos Viagra?
Yeah, there's like some. I've never. He's Cuban or Puerto Rican.
Honestly, I don't know.
Is he Dominican? I can't remember.
Is it worth me looking it up? Well, I guess it is now.
Sort of, but I love. See, that's the thing. Like, I follow the Pirates now. One, because my dad was a fan back in the 70s, and then Brian Giles from the Cleveland Indians got traded
for Ricardo Rincon.
Huh?
He's Puerto Rican.
Okay, makes sense. Puerto Rican people look better the older they get. I don't know what the hell that's about, but like it's got to be the just constant sun on the island. Has to be.
No, the Indians traded Brian Giles for Ricardo Rincon straight up, and that didn't work out so well for the Indians. Looked out a bit better for Pittsburgh.
I was about to say we actually had a good couple seasons with Brian where it was from like 90. I want to say it was what 98. He got traded.
I can't remember. I don't know, something like that.
But there was Cookie Puth. He is the Cookie Puth. That's actually a real. I actually have never had one of those, and I want to have like an original Cookie Puss from D-Rest. What's a place where you can get? I forget Carvel's. I want to have a Carvel's Cookie Puss like cake. Do you know what Cookie Puss is?
I thought we were talking about baseball, man. Why did it go to cake? Are we that fat of a podcast?
It was brought up.
We are that fat of a podcast.
we our listeners sometimes drive what we do, sir. God damn it. I'm doing the show in my boxers for fuck's sake. I want to be more comfortable.
Yeah, well, at least you're not in your damn bed asleep.
That is. Let's talk about some of these fights, though. We all need some cookie puss. Yes, we do, Casey. And then yes, Carvel. If you've never had Carvel ice cream, I've never had it, but I've heard many things from Opie and Anthony and a bunch
This
of
is
other.
Albert Bell mugshot I just found.
Oh, is this before? Was this the Halloween incident?
It might have been. I don't know. It
Oh,
just popped up because like people also search Albert Bell, and the first picture that comes up is his mugshot.
poor Albert Bell. What a dick, but poor Albert Bell.
I want to get Jason Grimsby on the show. He probably won't come on. Actually, he doesn't. I don't think he really does interviews because he's like one of those people that wrote a book about other baseball players and it pissed him off or something. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about the time he climbed through the air ducts to get Albert Bell's bat out of the umpire room and replace it with Paul Serrano's bat. That's what I want to talk about. That is the craziest story. One of the craziest
Paul
stories I've ever heard.
Serrano. I haven't heard that name in a hot fucking minute. Nobody talks about him anymore.
No,
For
Sorrento.
good reason.
It's Sorrento, Paul Sorrento, right? Because Serrano is the guy from Major League.
But no, Paul
Sorrento.
Sorrento, whatever.
Yeah. No, I'm
Tomato,
saying
tomato.
you think it's no Serrano was Dennis Hayhurst was the All-State guy from Major League.
you
And
wouldn't go to
Sorrento. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Hats for bats, keep bats warm. That was Serrano. Sorrento was the actual ball player. All right. We're talking about fights. Okay, yeah, sure. Jeremy Stevens took out direct class in this face-offs, apparently. Yeah, this sucks. I was looking forward to that fight more than any fight.
Yeah.
But what happened, I guess, is Jeremy Stevens pushed him, as people do often, at the weigh-ins, and apparently, like, Klaus got like whiplash from it or something, and said that he had some sort of I don't know, man. Some kind of a concussion from it, which isn't impossible. I mean, the body's fickle. I mean, it sounds strange for a guy to get a concussion who gets hit that much, getting a concussion from getting pushed, but it's not impossible. Obviously, you know, people get shit from just pushing the brakes too hard in their car and shit. I mean, people get whiplash from all kinds of things. So it's not impossible, and I'm sure it happened because, of course, he wanted to fight, but it was weird. And now what are they going to do? Maybe they should cut down on that, man. I mean, what if that was number one? I mean, it was a co-main event of a card. What if it was a main event of a pay-per-view or some shit, right? I mean, that's not cool. I mean, it's bad enough. You know, it was this fight.
Didn't that happen? I think it happened at UFC 203. Like a bunch of fighters got like caught on an elevator at a hotel in Cleveland, and they had to drop out because they had like whiplash and all that kind of stuff. Because the elevator just like stopped like so abruptly, and they canceled like. I think it was like early prelim fights, and they had to wait for the Yancy Medeiros fight. That was because of the fact that like these guys got caught in an elevator like that. So you're right.
Well, I definitely believe you that if that happened, it happened in Cleveland. I'm sure it had. Sure it did.
Oh yeah.
Fuck
yeah.
But yeah, that sucks, man. It sucks a lot. And now, what's Class? How you say it's not Class A?
Class A. Yeah.
Class A. What is? I mean, they're saying. I mean, if he wants to. He could sue Stevens, and I will do it. He should. I mean, listen, he probably he weighed in, so he had a chance to win double his money. So he should probably get, I don't know, at least half of that. Something, man. He's the one that screwed it up. Stevens screwed it up. He also screwed up his own money. That's true. But you know, did he fuck the other guy from getting his cash, man, or possibly you know, especially that fight? That could have been a fight of the night, or somebody get a finish bonus because everybody thought that was going to be a great fight. I was excited for it. Yeah. Just give the guy some money. Don't even bother. You fucked up, Jeremy Stevens. I love Jeremy Stevens. He fucked up. This guy hasn't won a fight since 2018. However, he's fought only monsters. Have you seen who's fought? And so you know, so you're not going to cut him. I mean, he's great. We love every time we see him fight. It's exciting. He's fighting really tough guys. But this doesn't help your cause, man. And I still don't think they're going to cut him, but they're not happy with him for sure. I mean, why would they be? I mean, the losing, I can kind of forgive them because he's been fighting killers, and they're always good fights. But this is a bummer. I mean, what are they going to do? I mean, isn't it on the commission too? I mean, just the commission has something to do with this. Shouldn't they be like, hey, you can't do that, man? Suspension or something, or fines. You should at least be fined by the commission. Just stop doing this, man. Listen, it's fun sometimes, but when that happens, like, dude, it's fun until someone can't fight because of it, and that's what happens. So, damn it, Jeremy Stevens, what the hell, bro? I wanted to see this fight, and you screwed it up. But anyway, anybody who says that, like, Class A is like a pussy or anything for getting whiplash from a push, you're an idiot. Don't say that. That's dumb. That's
agreed.
Dumb. That's super dumb. He's a
With
fighter.
that being said, Class A is a pussy. What? No, I'm kidding.
See what I'm dealing with again.
It's I got to put on my big business hat, sir. Like it's bad that he
You're
just
fine,
decided
fight anyway. Yeah.
Well, it's not even that. If you're gonna hit your head on the floor, you're gonna hit your head on the mat, sir. And
you need to get
you're messing up my bottom line.
You look like a pilgrim. You look like a pilgrim in the hat. You need to get a different big business hat
and
a monocle.
I need like a derby.
Or at least the monocle. The monocle will make you look less like a pilgrim. I think I found one once. You can buy like a joke one on the internet for like $5. So
yeah.
Order yourself a fake monocle. So you can have and this is why people call us Morning Zoo. Which I mean, I know they mean it positively, but again, when I think Morning Zoo, I just think like,
hi everybody, we're gonna talk about
here's Ray in the dank. Yeah,
I wish I had a soundboard. That would be like just like nothing but farts and like hee-haws. Yeah. That would be. I would have like a donkey sound and farts. That's all I would have on my soundboard if that was the case.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe Connor going
in the morning, and here's a spin doctors on Ray in the dank. Yeah, that's
little miss can't be wrong.
Yeah, that's that. I mean, listen, I love the spin. I've seen the spin doctors live. They're just fine.
Have you?
And I have. Yeah. I didn't pay for it. It was at a ribs burn off. So I was eating ribs and listening to Two Princes. It was like, and that was that. It's fun.
We've had polar opposite rib burn. Like I've seen Seether at rib burn offs a few times.
Well, I go to the one in Canton, and like for a while they get who else did I see at that? I saw Blues Traveler, Gin Blossoms, Seven Mary 3.
So jealous of you. You saw Seven Mary 3.
What's one more? Blue Oyster Cult at that rib burn off.
Do you know what Blue Oyster Cult's alternative name was when they'd play like small clubs in New York?
I don't know, Ray. Are you gonna tell me?
Soft White Underbelly. Yeah.
Okay. And here's Bernie for you here at 9:15 in the morning. I'm Ray in the dang queen. That's what.
Hey, if your boss is like Godzilla, make sure to tell him he is. Here's Godzilla by Blue Oyster Cult.
On
WAAS.
We don't have a stack of county fair tickets to give you guys or anything.
Yeah, next week we got goat riding lessons that we're giving away at the fair. Be there for that. Here's John Cougar Mellencamp, everybody.
We got a free Laura's Pizza from Billabow's Pizza and 10% off your next go-kart ride. Yeah, some shit like that. Well, anyway, that's what we think of when it's just mostly it's just hackiness. And when I think hackiness, I think just aggressively corny and unoriginal. That's what I think of.
Why are you talking about my act, man?
Morning Zoo. Huh?
Why are you talking about my act?
It's not really either of those things. And that's me giving you a compliment. It's not aggressive.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that means a lot, actually. I appreciate it.
And you can be one or the other, too, and be hilarious. That's fine. Oh, I take it back. You can be aggressively corny and original, and it's okay.
Yeah. That's what I try to be, at least. So I appreciate that, sir. Yeah, let's talk about the main event, because we had most of the show was decisions went to the right people. My girl Jessica Panay, my favorite girl, named after one of my favorite noodles to ever make for spaghetti.
Oh, that's why they say we're Morning Zoo. Panay, just like the pasta. Here we go, everybody. Here's Alex Collin and the band. What's
Take a load off, man.
Alex Band and the Calling. That's what I was going to say. I'm going to say Alex Band and the Calling. That was not Alex Calling and the band. That's something else. Okay. The Malku and Al Hassan fight was fun because these guys are. I did not think Malcolm was going to win that fight, but he did. Good for him. But dude, Andre Arlovsky, bro.
Guy still got it. Still go, dude. Like for real. I'm very happy with his performance and the fact that he was at his age able to get the performance that he did. Mm-hmm. I'm all for, dude. I was very happy about
the post-fight interview. He hopes they keep him around for a few more years. I'm like, years? Okay. Like the thing is, dude, he's winning fights, man. He's winning fights. I mean, he did lose the last one against Aspinall, but he comes right back and he wins a good decision against Chase Sherman here. And he lost the first round, right? He lost the first round for sure, then came back and won the next 2 rounds. Sherman's a guy who was with the UFC, then he was gone. They came back to some bare knuckle boxing. I think he bare knuckle boxed Joey Beltran, then had another went back to MMA, and then got back in the UFC, and he won his last fight and against Ike Villanueva, who's also a tank. So you knock that guy out. You know, Ike Villanueva's a tank. And then he loses this fight to Orlowski. But when I was watching the MMA whole show Friday, they said that they had Chase Sherman's number at one point and they were going to call him to have him on, but then he didn't because he got cut or whatever. And I said, as a joke, I'm like, dude, give him his number. We'll take him. And they thought that was kind of funny. And they're like, oh, we're just going to give him all like the numbers of people. We're not have, guess we'll be the American dad to your family guy. That's fine. We'll be your alternate training site. We'll take him. That's fine. Just don't tell him how many followers we have.
We're like America in 1920.
I don't know how else to get more. We can pull, we can take somebody's credit card numbers and try to buy some, but I just, that's not really our thing. So I don't really know how else to do it. I've been leaving comments on shit. That's about, I don't know. That's about all I got. I don't know what else we're going to do.
That's the best form of promotion, sir. So it works.
I mean, I stand out in front of my my house and the sandwich sign 6 hours a day. Been doing that since we started. That's not helping at all. Get a lot of things thrown at me, but no more followers.
The sparklers are a nice touch, though. I
thought so. Especially, I mean, look, for me to put them, in my ears with my hair and not set my hair on fire.
I know.
Yeah, it's special. Really,
and especially while you're humming.
Do you know how many years it took me to get that good on a unicycle? Do you know how many years? Dude, like most of my childhood was on the, and everybody made fun of me, but now look, there I am on the sandwich sign getting us no followers. I'm on unicycle and my sparklers. So there we go.
And to hum "Lady of Spain" while you do it is fantastic.
Yeah,
I just, it's wonderful.
Why not? I need a new megaphone though, because mine's running out of batteries. But
yeah, I think though you're one day away from like them putting you in the straitjacket, which would be impressive.
What? I'm advertising. That's just this marketing. That's not craziness. That's a card marketing, Raymond. Marketing. All right.
I honestly think it would be more impressive. I would honestly love to see you try and put on that straitjacket and be in that unicycle. That would be impressive, to be honest.
The thing is, it's a lot of it is with the arms, so it'd be kind of tough because I really balance a lot with my arms. It'd be kind of difficult. Chasey says, while holding a poodle, I do hold my cat. I do hold the cat. And I'm trying. You know what I'm trying to do. This will get us over the edge. I got the cat a little unicycle. I've been training for a couple of months now. She's getting decent on it, but she's not really interested in it. So I try to get her high on catnip and just let her ride the unicycle around. We'll get it eventually.
I heard you're trying to teach her the cat song from Presidents of the United States. So that's...
And here's one on the Presidents of the United States of America. It's 10 a.m., everybody. Here we go on Ray in the Dank.
5:40 or at 6:45, we got... the window man coming in to tell you about his deals at his store. Make sure to understand, because I've been doing cocaine in the bathroom for 5 minutes, guys. So enjoy the song.
Moving on. Oh, we do have fun, don't we?
I love you, buddy. This is always a good show.
If we had a bunch of subscribers, this would be the exact same show.
It would be.
I don't think much things would change. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what we do. I don't know.
How about though? I need to say on the impressiveness of Gerald Mearshart getting that choke that he got, man. Like I was at a comedy show hosting in one of the toughest rooms I've ever had to be in front of, to be honest with you. But I would come up because they were playing the UFC on the bar TVs, and Mearshart fucking just savage.
Right? Yeah, it's good to see him get a win, man, because people will probably remember him getting knocked out by Hazmat Suit Shemaev. That's good advice. That's a good tip. We'll have to remember that one. Raymond.
Yeah, no, that would remember that one.
Thing. But yeah, no, Gerald Mearshart. We love Gerald Mearshart. Why not? I mean, and this is a tough Polish dude. I'm surprised you're not crying. Look, listen. You pretend like you don't care about him now, but if he was winning, you would have been flying your flag around. That's what you do. You're a fair weather Polish fan.
No,
Yes,
because
you
I'm
are.
a fan of Gerald. I am a
You
fan of
didn't
Gerald.
even know
Mearshart.
who Jan Blachowicz was when you saw him fight in person, you crazy asshole.
2000 or UFC 210, baby.
You were smoking under the bleachers with Judd Nelson. And the rest
Rob
of the
Lowe
breakfast club,
joined
thinking
us,
you're
and we were
cool.
like, "Get the fuck
Sure.
out of here, Lowe, you piece of
Yeah,
shit."
fucking young blood, son of a bitch.
But honestly, that was 2017. Not a lot of people knew who Jan Blachowicz was at that time. So even Kamaru Usman, he was on the fucking rise, and I saw him apparently.
If you were such a big fan of the Polish fighters, man, you would know who he was, Raymond.
This is true. This is very true.
Yeah, that's what I
Sadness.
thought.
I have this.
Oh, we never know. A couple episodes ago, we had Isaiah Watkins on. He won his fight, by the way.
Yeah, I saw.
He did pretty good. I mean, we're friends with both of these guys. We had Brogan on before too. We tried to have Brogan on again, but we had an issue with it was on our end. We ended up not being able to have the show the day he was going to have him on, but we had him on before. We'll have him on again. It's an amateur fight. They both got to learn from it. It's all good. But Isaiah ended up finishing him in the third round. But what I've seen of the fight, I've seen most of it. There was a good fight. He definitely clocked him a couple times. But Brogan's so slick on the ground and almost had some chokes there. He's from Czech Republic, isn't it? Prochaska. He's fighting in 2 weeks, correct? He's fighting.
I believe
Reyes
so.
Yeah. That's gonna be good. I like that guy. It's tough, but congrats to Isaiah from that win, dude. I think we found a star in Isaiah Walker. Dude, listen, if that kid wins fights, he's gonna be a star because that kid has a fantastic personality and he's tons of fun. I can't wait to have him on again. Something like I said, I just want to have him talk movies with us because he's like, my favorite part was when he's talking about Beowulf. When he told us, he's like, "Oh, how much you love the movie Beowulf."
I fucking loved that, dude, because I saw that movie in a brand new movie theater when it came out, and because I loved the story, I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And then that movie changed my goddamn life as a kid. Like I love that.
You and Isaiah both apparently.
Oh, so good.
But anyway, if that kid wins fights with his style, which is a lot of boxing and knocking people out, and his personality, that kid's going to be an easy sell if he wins fights. So good. Congrats to him. Brogan will be back too. Brogan's a beast, and those guys are all tough there at 250, so they'll be fine. But Matt Brown was at that fight apparently because I saw Isaiah take a picture with him and Chris Lido, who's part of the promotion.
Yeah.
So it's Matt, the Immortal Brown, and Lights Out, Chris Lytle. Matt Brown has another fight coming up, man. He Diego Lima, pretty soon. I think in June or July.
That might be one of his last fights too.
Well, I've been saying that for like 4 fights too. But they keep paying him to fight. He'll still fight. I would assume this probably is going to be his last one though, man. Although I thought maybe the Condit fight would be his last one, especially when he lost. So there's also talk of him fighting Dan Hardy, which would have been Dan Hardy wants one more fight. That would have been fun, but now they're a little bit pissed off of Dan Hardy right now for whatever happened, the confrontation with an employee or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was a female employee.
Does it matter? It was a female employee.
Yeah,
it was just the vocal confrontation, right? I know they said it was they emphasized that it was a woman, but does that really matter? If you're being saying inappropriate, ridiculous things,
it's everything. What are you talking about? It's everything.
Well, he didn't say. Apparently, it had nothing to. The argument had nothing to do with her being a woman at all.
But the news doesn't give a shit. It's the.
I'm not talking about the news.
Equality and equity.
I'm not talking about the news. I'm talking about what actually happened.
But we're talking about the news story and why it was so big. It's because of the fact if it was a dude, that you would have never heard a fucking word at all because dudes yell at dudes.
Man, I don't know. I mean, although we did say earlier that if that was a dude, like a dude stripper, like Cardi B dosing old ladies and stealing their money when he was poor, then he would never be at the Grammys right now. So,
shout out to Chris Lytle's podcast. I want him on, because I think I ran camera for a Midwest fight series, and I think he had a hand in it. think-
Yeah, that seems like our speed. We get Pat and guys from the Ultimate Fighter. We could probably get Chris Light on. We got retired guys. We haven't had anybody on who's currently in the UFC, but we had a couple guys who used to be in the UFC. We'll get one
hopefully
eventually.
if Isaiah makes it to the UFC, we can have him on for like his UFC. That would be a cool thing to have him sign his contract on our podcast and be like, "We were first podcast. Sign your contract on our podcast, dude."
He has to go pro first, so wait a couple of years yet.
I see him at least 2 years in pro maximum before.
You watched him fight one time. You talk out of your ass so much.
And I picked him to win, so I know stars. I know stars.
Is that what it is? Because they like T-Pain as much as you. That's why I think he's gonna be undefeated. He's the next world champion because he likes T-Pain as much as Ray.
Oh my god! If he ever came out to "Damn Bilzerian," the song from T-Pain, it is. I would actually message him as he was like about to do like the week of his UFC debut and be like, I want you to come out to this song by T-Pain, and he does it on the show. I would die. Like, that would be funny as fuck. That would be the only time I'd message him, by the way.
What was that rapper that he was that he was talking about? I told him I had no idea who he was, and he freaked out. And I told him I listened to it, but I have to look because I don't remember who it was.
I can't remember. I'd have to look back at the episode.
Yeah, I'll have to find it because I did promise him my list. The only reason I didn't is because I just don't remember who it was. But I will.
It sounded like some SoundCloud rapper name. Like, I'm not into like the SoundCloud rappers.
You apparently knew who it was. So, do you know all these SoundCloud rappers? Probably.
I know a few. I don't know. I hang out at urban shows. I learn things.
I was supposed to do one Saturday, but I had a light out. I had a blinker out. Yeah. Buddy asked me if he needs someone to host a show because some guy bailed on him. I hope they found somebody.
He showed up, by the way, to our show. Saturday night. Yeah. Did a good set.
Sean Boyd.
Powerful Sean Boyd.
Why didn't he do that show? I don't know. But he's like, hey, just so you know, it's going to be all black people there. I'm like, I don't care. What do you think I care? So just letting you know. I mean, he knows. I've done shows like that with him before. Anyway, but I thought he was going to be on the show. And then I found out he wasn't. I'm like, that's a little bit of a bummer, but I still got to do it because I told him I would. But then my blinker was out. So there you go. Can't do it. So I felt bad. But I think hopefully he found somebody. Anyway, what else we were talking about? Oh, yeah, Whittaker and Gastelum. We probably should talk about that at some point.
Yeah.
If you want to. I don't know.
Yeah, what did you think of that fight? That was one of the only fights I've caught fully. I got home.
That bad.
Well, I got home from, I went to my friend's house after the show.
Were you sleeping the entire time?
No, when the rounds were over, fully, I just turned it off because I knew who won that fight. Like, it was one of the most one-sided fights Robert Whittaker's had in a while, where you're like, oh, he is legitimately the better fighter in this fight, without a doubt. His speed was on point. He used his distance. I always talk about this, that I don't think lankier fighters and the longer fighters really use their distance. They just want to end the fight in spectacular fashion. Robert Whittaker didn't do any of that, by the way. He picked Kelvin Gastelum apart for 5 fucking rounds. And without a doubt, like, this was one of the best performances Robert Whittaker's ever done. Shout out to the Reaper on this one. There were times where he would get on top, almost had mount at one point, and just everything looked championship level. And I think, honestly, if we're going to look for an eliminator, we just found it in Marvin Vettori and also Robert Whittaker. That, to me, to face Izzy, now it's down to 2. Vettori with a more impressive win, I think, against Kevin Holland, but at the same time, Robert Whittaker turned it up to 11, dude. Like, I was very impressed by him. There were times where I was looking at my phone because I'm like, oh, he's got this handled. I'm gonna I'm gonna play Archer Danger Phone and kind of pay attention to the like commentary because it was so one-sided. Gastelum had his moments, but Robert Whittaker is still championship form at 185, dude, and I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, the Reaper had a good fight, and he's the kind of person you would fear. But the Blue Oyster Cult don't fear the Reaper. It's 54 degrees. I'm Ray in the tank.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, anyway, what was I going to say? No, I pretty much agree with most of the things you say. The one thing is, you got to give credit. Kelvin Gastelum, they got the fight of the night because the dude, he doesn't go away. He's tough as hell. He had a couple shots in there, but yes, you're right. He got pieced apart for the most part. It was 5-0. He shut him out for the most part. But Kelvin Gastelum's obviously tough as hell. And I mean, listen, his recently he got that Hermanson, like, he sold him in the first round, right? Whittaker, he's not really his game, but he had to fight for 5 rounds and couldn't finish him. Yeah, I think some people have said that they don't really like, and I'm not overall, I'm not a rematch guy. I don't know why. Sometimes they excite me, but I'm just like, oh, they're fighting again. I saw that already. Sometimes if it's a championship fight, I like them, but I do like the Whittaker Izzy fight. I think that's yeah. I mean, Whittaker. I honestly think Whittaker's the best guy in that division, other than Adesanya, and I think that fight's not going to be the same fight. Izzy may beat him again, but I think Whittaker's definitely better than he was before. And Izzy's coming off a loss, so we're going to see what that does. I don't know. Maybe I would assume he's just going to learn from him and it'll be better. Not very often, not a champion has the mentality that you lose and then you just kind of keep falling backwards. That's not going to happen. This isn't going to be like when Francis lost to Stipe and then he lost to Derek Lewis again. It's not going to be that at all. He's a beast. He'll be fine to probably be better. But Whittaker's going to be better too. I think this is a lot better fight than the first fight. Although the first fight was very good. But I think this fight maybe goes into later rounds for sure, 4th or 5th round. Maybe a finish with somebody, but I can't wait to see that fight. I'm super excited for that rematch for sure. As far as the Vettori, you said the Vettori fight was more impressive. Okay, I disagree with you there, mainly because all he had to do was blow on Kevin Holland and lay on him. That's really all he had to do. I mean, yeah, I mean, Gastelum, Kevin Holland's a fight I like, but Gastelum would take him down too. I don't know. We'll see. I don't see what to do with it. We talked about him before, whatever. But Whittaker looked fantastic, and I think he's definitely should be the guy, even though he didn't beat Till. He did beat Gastelum, and he couldn't do a whole lot better other than finishing him, but he looked fantastic. He definitely shut him out for the most part in that fight, and he definitely should get the shot against Izzy for sure.
I honestly, though, Marvin Vettori, though, has been on a little bit of a tear. So yeah, I would say that is your title eliminator. Put him on, make it a fight night.
Well, if you're going to have one more fight, sure, but I don't think they're going to. I think they want to set up Izzy, and I'm assuming they would do that with Whittaker right now.
And it was impressive enough where that is a thing. Where I mean, Robert Whittaker looked in championship form when he this past weekend. And to your point, I fully agree with you. Kelvin Gastelum is one of the toughest son of a bitches I've ever seen walk into the octagon. Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt, that guy took Robert Whittaker's best punches and completely said, fuck you, I'm going to the goddamn last bell. And for him to do that was monumental for his career because he's already had a lot of opportunities fall through and couldn't make weight at times. Found out he just wanted to be at 185 and has made the best of it so far. I mean, he really has. But like I don't know. Robert Whittaker is Robert Whittaker. He is the Reaper. He looked like Tony Ferguson at 155 back in the day when he was just bloodying up motherfuckers at all costs. And I honestly, I was very impressed by Robert Whittaker in this fight. But yeah, to your point, Kelvin Gastelum's toughness really shone through, and I like that about that.
We should say, though, that the Ian Heinisch fight was the only fight that he's won in his last 5.
Yeah.
So he lost 3 in a row, beat Heinisch. But however, he's also losing to Israel Adesanya. Have you heard of him? I've heard of him. Darren Till, have you heard of him? I've heard of him too. Jack Hermanson, who we talked about in a second.
I've never heard of any of these
and
guys.
then Robert Whittaker. So no,
this is true.
Not. Okay.
He actually does look like a nice guy.
It is pretty punchable face. What was I going to say? I forget. I don't know. Was it about that? I don't know. I think we talked about I was just going to say, if it depends when they want Adesanya to fight. If they want him to fight, set up a fight for him like in late summer, August, or fall, then he's probably going to fight Whittaker. If he wants to wait till maybe winter, they may do Whittaker until Vettori. But I don't think they're going to. I think you're going to do Whittaker right away. But if not, that's the second option, I'm assuming. Till keeps getting hurt, man. I want to see him fight somebody. Who's going to fight now? Cannonier, maybe?
Yeah, Jared Cannonier would be a good opponent for Darren Till, to be honest with you. I would also try.
Or, well, here's the go. Probably just Vittori. I mean, I might as well set up with the
I was about
Vittori
to
fight
say.
again.
Yeah,
just do that.
Set the Vittori fight up again. Have them fight, and have that be the winner faces Izzy versus Whittaker. I think that would be a good fight to have. Darren Till, besides the loss at 170 to oh God, why can't I remember his name, sir?
What did you say? Say that sentence again. I wasn't paying attention.
Fight at 170.
Whose fight?
Darren Till, where he took on
Masvidal?
No.
Woodley? Which fight are you talking about?
Woodley, yes, Woodley.
Okay.
Has really been the only blemish on his record. I honestly
he got knocked out by Masvidal.
Yeah, that's Masvidal, though. I mean, a guy like him against Darren Till, I knew that was going to happen. A lot of people probably.
Did you? How much money? How much money did you put on it? Because Till was a heavy favorite in that fight.
Absolutely none.
So
I knew it was Jorge Masvidal.
Okay, Ray's talking on his ass again. It's hindsight, of course. Everyone's the best in hindsight.
Don't make me bring Alex Jones back out.
Bring what? Alex Jones.
Alex Jones back out.
So, I mean, we haven't even asked him to be on the podcast, have we? We didn't ask.
No, he just shows up on his own. Like he
no, I mean, I want to see his face. I want to see his face right there when your face is right there. That's what I want.
It's never going to happen.
Why not?
I'm telling you.
Why not?
Because I get phone call. There's a red light that flashes in the room. You can't see it, but it's there.
We're both talking about two different things. I'm talking about I actually want to get the guy in the show. It'd be awesome. You're talking about the bit. We're talking about two things.
Yeah, it's called comedy.
No, what Ray's saying is like, no, I don't want the real one. I'm gonna keep doing my dumb impression instead. No, I'm not getting the real one. No,
I'm telling you, Tim. You don't want me on. I'm a little retarded.
Exactly why I want him on.
It would be fun. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to get Alex Jones on. I'll find a way.
Don't know if I'm gonna. You know what? I think I am gonna probably be home Saturday night, so I am gonna watch these fights. At first, I didn't know where I was gonna be Friday, Saturday, but I think now I'm gonna be home Saturday night. Originally, I wasn't going to be. Now I am. All that matters to everyone is I'm gonna watch the fights. So
yes, and I'm
not
will
gonna be
as
like
well.
Ray and pretend that I saw them and just make shit up. So
I saw the Whittaker fight. God damn it!
I know you did. It's fine. But yeah, we have to go. Can we do Thursday? Can you do Thursday?
Yes, we will be back Thursday night, 7:05 Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. First of all, I want to say this to everybody and look in the camera when I say this.
Look at the camera.
The commenters, to the people that are watching right now, thank you very much. We love you guys. If you're an MMA holes person, thank you even more because we feel welcome with you guys. Without a doubt, you guys have helped us realize that we have people that want to watch us, and
at least like 4 or 5, which is fantastic.
For us, that's amazing. Like for us to have at least people coming back and commenting and watching over and over again. We appreciate you guys more than you realize. Make sure you spread the word.
Ourselves the best kept secret in MMA podcasting. Can we call ourselves that?
I mean, we can. We're up to 5. We're up to 5 listeners a stream.
Best kept secret in MMA podcast, right here. It's it. It's us.
But yeah, man, we appreciate every single one of you for joining us on the Bro Plata podcast, episode 76. Caught sleeping because I decided to sleep on Saturday instead of live streaming. And we appreciate all of you guys for being on. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell the people at your water cooler, tell the people who really don't give a shit about MMA to watch us, because honestly, we feel like we're getting better. I feel like we're getting better because every show becomes more fun the more we do it. And we'll be definitely doing more of these shows. We appreciate you guys as always. Tim, do you have anything to plug, sir?
No, not really. I have a show next week, but I'll talk about it next time.
Okay. I have really no shows at all right now, but you can just, I guess, friend me on Facebook or follow me on Instagram. Sometimes I post there at Ray Highclack. It's always at Dig Denko as well. Make sure to give us a follow. We have our social media handles in the show description. So you can give us a follow as well, along with our at Bro Plata, which is our main social media hub. Oh yes, the most known MMA live show on the internet. We are the greatest people nobody knows about.
Sure,
and
why not?
And we are the Bro Plata. And as I say every weekend, Tim loves when I say this. We will see you at the cage fights, everybody.
It's 8:44 in the morning, 54 degrees, and here's Savage Garden with I Want You on Ray Ray and the Dank.